This is James with Mtek Digital. I'm introducing some very basic tutorials on when you begin working with a WordPress website, what are some of the tools, what are some of the features within WordPress. And today I'm going to take a quick look at the menu tool. So here's my demo site that I've been slowly pecking away at. It's hideous at the moment, it's empty. I hate the theme, but that's beside the point. We can get there where we flip the theme around and try something different. But for now, you might want to add some menu items to this site. I actually have no idea where they're going to appear on this template. And that's the thing with themes and templates, is their behavior is going to dictate, however they've been made by the creator, that's going to dictate where the menu items show up. So at the moment, there is no menu. Really, there are no pages. So I created a home page so far. That's it. And there's a sample page, which is a default page that comes with this template, this install. So I'm going to create another page just because I want to see what happens when I begin to work and add a menu. Where does it go? What does it look like? So we have a home page, and so on a typical website, I might have an About Us page. So I'm going to publish that. I also might have a Contact Us page. I'm going to publish that. So at the moment, if I go back to my list of pages, I have a home page, a contact page, and an About Us page. I want those to appear in my menu so that when somebody is on my homepage or wherever they are in my site, they're going to find that and they're going to be able to navigate throughout those pages. So what happens if we add a menu? At the moment, nothing is set. So you'll notice I went on the side to the Appearance tab. I found the menu selection and I go into that, and you're going to see it gives me this screen where at the moment it's, you notice things are kind of locked on the side. I can't really do much, and it's asking me right away for a menu name, and there's a Create Menu button over here. Well, the reason it's asking me that is because at the moment there's no menu settings. I need to invent that. So by choosing a menu name, and so I typically will name it appropriately. Like if it's a main menu, then, well, let's call it main menu. I can easily find it. If it were, say, located in a footer, I could type footer menu. But this is my main menu, my main navigation. So I'm going to type that, and I'm going to say Create Menu. You're going to now notice it changes, and now all of this is unlocked here. There's some different settings that I might explain at a different time, but for now, I'm going to just try and add some things to the menu. So you notice it says menu structure. Well, there's no menu structure at the moment, and it's asking, well, add a menu item from the column on the left. Here's your column on the left. My home page. I really want people to be able to go back to my home page, so that should be on the menu. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say Add to Menu. There you go. It appears over here very conveniently. Nothing I had to do other than add it to the menu. So now I want to add two more pages. I want to add my About Us, and I want to add my Contact Us. I click Add to Menu. There they appear, and the order is up to you. So my homepage, sure, that can go first. I don't want my contact to be second. I would rather put my About Us first. So I'm going to move. You can notice I can drag and drop. So I can move that up over top. But did you notice it indents a little bit here? So when you move it over and it indents like that, that means it's going to become a sub-menu item to this. So my homepage, if I were to go and look, it would, well, I have to hit my save menu, and then I would go and look. It would be a child of this homepage parent. I don't want that. I should also show this to you too, because if I want Contact Us to be a sub of that, so you can have like a 3-layer drop-down menu if you really want it. It's as easy as dragging and dropping, but none of those are things I want, so I'm just going to make these my structure, and I'm going to hit save. So now let's go back to our home page. I waited a minute for it to save, and let's see what it looks like. I don't see anything different. Well, there's a reason for that. Because if you look at the bottom, it says menu settings and it says display location. If I don't tell it where to display, it's just not going to display. And for this menu, it's my main menu. I want this to be my top menu. It's my feature menu. And this theme gives me one other option, social links menu. So obviously, this template allows me to add social media links, I guess, somewhere, wherever that will appear. But right now, we're making this main menu be a top menu. And now let's save this again and let's see where it appears. We'll go back to our home page. We'll refresh that. Oh, you notice it suddenly appeared right here. So now I know if I create menu items and I assign it as the top menu, this is what it's going to do. And I can navigate comfortably between my tabs. And it's as simple as that. So that's how you add a menu to your website. Again, you see that my first stage was to add pages. If you were to continue adding pages to your website, they would begin to populate here and you can continue to add them to your menu. So as many pages as you want, you create them first, they populate, then you go through the process of adding them. That's important to note because lots of times people will create a new web page and they'll spend a lot of time on it and then they'll go to their site and they can't find it and they don't know why they can't find it. Well, it's because every step, usually you need to go a step further and decide, okay, I created a page. Now where does that page appear? You have to go through the process of assigning those things, which is in a way a good thing because just because you publish something doesn't mean it's going to be found or visible. You get to control that. You can decide where it goes, how it displays, where it displays within the confines of your template. So that's creating a menu. I hope that's clear enough. I'll show you one other thing. So you notice that the name of my page that I created when I created the pages, I named it homepage. I named this one About Us. I named this one Contact Us. You notice how I was opening up additional features by clicking on these? That allows me to actually change the label that appears in my menu. So homepage sounds kind of it's awkward. I don't want that to be here saying homepage. I want it to be home. So I have the ability to change the navigation label and then I go back to save menu. And now I go here and I refresh. And you notice it changed very nicely to say home instead. So that allows you to have a little extra control over what displays in the menu. Sometimes you have a page with a page title that is super long and you need to shrink that down to something that fits better into a navigation menu. You don't want to have a sentence here. And sometimes a page title that you create will be a very long phrase or sentence and that doesn't fit into a menu. So this is where you adjust that. It's very convenient and very user-friendly in that regard, and that's one of the great things about WordPress. They have very intuitive, simple tools to allow you to control the way your website looks. That's how you create and manipulate a menu, and I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching.